Good morning, friends. Today we are going to see in the competitive lecture the MCQs from the topic superposition of waves. First question says the distance between the two consecutive crests in a wave train produced in a string is 5 centimeter. If the two complete waves pass through any point per second, then the velocity of wave is option A 10 centimeter per second, option B 2.5 centimeter per second, option C 5 centimeter per second, option D 15 centimeter per second. Friends, in this question, two consecutive crests. So here we know that the distance between the two successive crests is known as a wavelength. So in the lambda is given, that is a 5 centimeter, and two complete oscillations means lambda is equals to 5, and two complete oscillations means the frequency is given n, and we have to calculate the velocity. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. So as I have told you, in given question lambda is 5 centimeter, n is equals to 2, so v is equals to n lambda. So if we'll multiply 2 with the 5, your final answer is a 10 centimeter per second. So this is the velocity of the wave. Now we'll move to the second question. The second question says that the frequency of a tuning fork A is 2% more than the frequency of standard tuning fork. So here one standard tuning fork is there and frequency A is 2% more. The frequency of tuning fork B is 3% less. So here when we are saying 2% more, so 100 plus 2, 102, and when I am saying the 3% less, remember 100 minus 3, that is a 97. The frequency of the same standard tuning fork, if the 6 bits are hertz, then when the tuning fork A and B are excited, then the frequency of A will be, friends, bit frequency means the difference between the two frequencies, the n1 minus n2 is equals to 6 is given, and we have to calculate the frequency of A. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. As I have told you here, the frequency of tuning fork A is a 2% increased, so 102 upon 100 as that of the standard. Frequency of tuning fork B is decreased by 3%, so 100 minus 3, that is 97 upon 100 as that of the standard. Now the bit frequency is 6 Hz, so in A minus NB we have to take out the difference, 102 upon 100 minus 97 upon 100 as that of the NS. So their difference is nothing but we have got the answer here. The difference is a 5, so 5 upon 100 into NS is equals to 6. Now if we'll do the cross multiplication, you can get the answer 600 upon 5, that is the 120 Hertz. Now in given question, the frequency of tuning fork A is asked, so 102 upon 100 multiply by 120, so we are getting the standard answer as a 122.4 Hertz. So friends, for the second question, option number B is the correct answer. Now we'll move to the third question. Third question says a fork of frequency 256 Hz resonates with a closed organ pipe of length 25.4 cm. If the length of the pipe is increased by 2 mm, then the number of beats will be 4, 1, 2, 3. Here frequency is 256 Hz, and as the pipe is open or closed organ pipe means open at one end, the length will be increased by the 2 mm, and the number of beats we have to calculate. Friends, we know that the number of beats or here increase in length is directly proportional to the frequency n. So that point we have to use while solving this question. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. Delta n upon n is equals to delta L upon L, means the length will be the ratio of the length is a 2 and the as that of the frequency. So here we can get the answer as the delta n is equals to 2. So friends, the number of beats heard per second will be the option number C, that is the 2. Here increase in the length is directly proportional to the number of beats. Based on that we have got the answer here. Now question number 4 says that the equation of a transverse wave is y is equals to 10 sine pi 0.01 x minus 2t, where x and y are in centimeter and t is in second. Then the frequency is. Friends, here we have to calculate the frequency. So in given question one standard equation is given, so we have to compare this with the our equation y is equals to a sine y is equals to a sine omega t minus x. So here we have to compare with this, or y is equals to a sine kx minus omega t. In that format we have to compare here. So this is a kx and this is a omega. So you can understood that the omega t is equals to 2t, and here we have to calculate the frequency. So here we are going to compare the equation with our standard formula, that is a y is equals to a sine kx minus omega t. So omega is nothing but the 2t, and after doing the comparison I will get the frequency. So for this question the options are given as 10 raised to minus 1 hertz, 1 hertz, 2 hertz or 0.01 hertz. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. So as I have told you earlier, here we have to do the comparison, that the omega is equals to 2 pi, and what is omega? Omega is equals to 2 pi n. So 2 pi will be get cancelled, and finally we are getting n is equals to 1 as our final answer. So for the fourth question, option number B is the correct, that is the 1 hertz. Now we'll move to the next question, that's the question number 5th. Question number 5th says, in a pipe of length 30 centimeter is open at both ends, which harmonics mode of the pipe is reasonably excited by 1.1 kilohertz source if the velocity is equals to 330 meter per second. Option number A 1, option number B 3, option number C 2, option number D 4. Friends, here harmonic mode has been asked, so and the length is given, frequency is given. So and the important condition is a pipe open at both end. So when the pipe is open at both end, so length L is equals to lambda by 2, lambda is equals to 2L, and we know the formula V is equals to n lambda. So n is equals to V upon 2L, that is the formula for the fundamental frequency. Now using this formula we have to solve the solution for this question. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. So as I have told you the formula, so n is equals to V upon 2L. So substitute the value 3, velocity 330, length 2 into 30 into 10 raised to minus 2. After solving I am getting the fundamental frequency as the 550. Now when the pipe is open at both ends, then the second frequency is 550 multiplied by 2, that is a 1100. So it is nothing but the twice as that of the fundamental frequency. So friends, the solution of this question is the twice as that of the fundamental frequency. Twice as that of the fundamental frequency. So option number C is the correct answer for the question number 5th. Now we'll move to the question number 6. Question number 6 says that two waves y1 is equals to 0.25 sine 316t and y2 is equals to 0.25 sine 310t are traveling in the same direction. Then the number of beats produced per second will be 6. Option A 6, option B 3 upon pi, option C 3, option D 3 pi. Friends, remember, whenever we are saying about the bit, so bit is nothing but the difference in the frequencies. Bit is nothing but the difference in the frequencies. So friends, here we have to calculate the difference in the frequency. Now we'll move to the solution of this question. Now we know the formula omega is equals to 2 pi n. So n is equals to 316 upon 2 pi. N2 is equals to 310 upon 2 pi. Now bit frequency is nothing but the difference between them. So 316 upon 2 pi minus 310 upon 2 pi. So we are getting the 6 upon 2 pi. After dividing, we are getting the final answer is a 3 upon pi. So that is the difference in the frequency. So this is the solution of the question number 6. So friend, for the question number 6, option number B is the correct answer here. Now we'll move to the question number 7. Question number 7 says the tension of a string is doubled. The fundamental frequency changes by option A twice, option B root 2 times, option C 4 times, option D 5 times. Friends, here we have to use a fundamental frequencies formula. N is equals to 1 upon 2L under root T upon M. So N directly proportional to the root T. This formula we have to use, and in given question tension will be get doubled. So this is a very important condition. Now we'll see the solution of this question. As we know that N is directly proportional to the root T, so N2 upon N1 is equals to T2 upon T1, and as the tension is doubled, so twice T1, so T1 will be get cancelled. So N1 upon N2 is nothing but the root 2, so N2 is equals to root 2 into N1. So the frequency will becomes root 2 times. So that is the correct answer here. So for the question number 7, option B is the correct answer, that is the root 2 times. So friends, first write the question and below this write the option, and then with the correct explanation, so that you will understood why we have got such kind of the answer, and you will understood the correct method of solving. Make the notes properly. Thank you. Have a nice day.